All right, the first chord that you're going to learn is one of the more challenging ones. It's called a G chord, but it's worth it to learn this one first because you're going to play it a lot, okay? And the more your fingers get used to playing a G chord, the better. All right, we're going to do one version of this chord that is pretty easy to do for beginners. A lot of people learn this chord first, and so it's a little bit of a stretch if you got smaller hands, but keep working at it, you'll get it just fine, okay? Now, what we're going to do is you'll notice that there are some dots on the fretboard here, okay? Those dots are at 3, 5, 7, 9, and then you'll notice this dot's down here. That's the 12th fret, okay? Once we get past 12, it just repeats. All the notes that you played down here, they repeat, but just an octave up, which means an octave higher. So, for example, your E string is that note, but if you come up to the 12th fret, it's an octave higher, octave up, octave down, octave up. Okay, so anything you play up here just repeats. Don't worry about that right now. You won't need it anytime in the near future. So we're going to start on the 3rd fret, which should be the first dot on your guitar. We're going to start on the high E string, the skinny one that is furthest away from you, with finger number 4. Okay, finger number 4 on the E string, finger number 3 on the B string. Now, what I would like for you to do is just strum some of the bottom strings right here just to hear how that sounds as you press down on these two strings together. All right, that is the foundation of your G chord, okay? If you can take your fingers off, wiggle them a little bit, put them back on, pinky, ring finger, press them up closer to the front of the fret, and then strum. Okay, now keeping your fingers there, what we're going to do is we're going to stretch finger number 2, your middle finger, all the way to the low E string on the other side of the fretboard. Okay, now this requires a little bit of a trick. Instead of stretching your fingers in such a way that your middle finger touches these other strings, you're going to try to arch it up so that it creates like a bridge, okay? As much as you can, arch it up to create a bridge. The other thing that you can do to help if you feel like your wrist is uncomfortable, instead of having your thumb way over here, you can put it in the middle of the neck, in the back, and that should help with your wrist discomfort, okay? So we're going to put our middle finger, 3rd fret, low E string. We're going to put our pointer finger, finger number 1, 2nd fret, okay, on the A string, okay? Now let's strum all that together. Good. All right, shake out your hand for a second. I know it's a little bit of a stretch and it might even be a little painful, but trust me, you'll grow some calluses, it'll be worth it, all right? Pinky finger, high E string, ring finger on the G string, 3rd fret. Reach across, 3rd fret with finger number 2 on the low E string, pointer finger on the A string, 2nd fret, and strum. Very good. That is a G chord. Well done.